Ah! Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. The real Gully TV, hip hop, sports, and fashion, where we be over here doing the most, man. Shout out to everybody who been following my activities over the course of the last week. I told y'all I had some things in store for y'all. Make sure y'all follow me on IG at I am Gully TV _. Because if you're not following me, you're gonna miss something. I'm warning you, you're gonna miss something. Anyway, y'all come in here. We got some things to talk about. And make sure you go to the website and get right, man. White t-shirt season is here. It's time to get right. Straight up, white t-shirt season is here. Go to the website and get the trifecta. You already know what that's about. I'll give y'all more information on that later on in this live stream. No, the weather is starting to change, and we got some things to talk about. Due to the fact that the weather is starting to change, you probably want to be free. There's nothing worse than being incarcerated during the summer. I'm telling you. Ain't nothing to do but play basketball, sweat, and wonder where your bitch at night. Yes, she's running around with a summer dress on. Yes, she's running around with her Daisy Dukes on. Yes, somebody is sticking that much dick in her. Straight up. Come in here, man. We got to talk about some things. Let's try applying a little logic to what's going on out here. See, the internet is blazing hot. It's money all over the floor, and I don't mind if I do. So, y'all been hitting me up, asking me what I think about it. I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I think about it. I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I think about it. Somebody needs to say it. You ain't going to get no sugarcoat from me. You're not. He said it's money on the flow. I hope so. I was busy editing video. So I wasn't able to do this live stream within a timely manner. And I've been getting a lot of text messages and direct messages on YouTube. I mean, on IG, people asking me what do I think about it. I'm gonna tell you what I think about it. He said, "Peace, Gully. Just got a notification. He's on a different level because where he's going, Gucci Man's money is going to count." Doom, 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 doom. He said, "You're gonna watch the Floyd versus Manny fight." I don't know, man. I got a lot going on, man, with this platform, man. I told y'all a while back I'm restructuring things, but just a lot of people seem to be talking about that fight. I don't know yet. Anyway, SV, the block general, finally was waiting on your opinion after Seti Nash. I was busy. I wasn't gonna rush out here. I wanted to let a lot of other niggas go ahead and get their little thing off, whatever they had to say about it. And of course, you know I have an opinion. My opinion is always rooted in strategic logic, rational thinking. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how I feel about it. Skip Bayless was raised by my man. Get kicked out of here. The money was on the floor yesterday. It's still on the floor. It's still on the floor. You know why? My dialogue counts. People want to hear what I have to say. I'm about to give it to y'all, though. I am. I'm about to give it to y'all. I am. Have you seen Poetis Flacco's post regarding Drakeo the Ruler's murder? Yeah, Flacco said he's a rat and he don't care what anybody thinks about it. He's not a street guy. But listen, we have an incident that happened back in January, and they started making some arrests the last, I don't know, 24 to 48 hours. Everybody's talking about it, and I'm going to just give it to y'all raw. Pooh Shiesty need to be in jail. He do. He a young nigga. He ain't got no sense. Uh, he's very influential. He got the whole United States YN population running around with this mask on in the summertime that they call the Pooh Shiesty mask. The way that he's moving, when you're moving fast, it's a great chance that you can have a collision. And fortunate enough for him that he's young. That means he can do some more prison time without it really affecting his biological situation because, like I said, he's young. But people been asking me what do I think about everything. He belong in jail, man. He does. I don't care what anybody say. He belong in jail. He ain't got no sense, man. He gonna body somebody or somebody gonna knock him down. And that's just the truth. Like, jail might be the best place for him right now. He's obviously around people who ain't giving him the best advice. It's my understanding that his pops is in on this situation. If you ain't getting good in information or good direction from somebody like your pops, then you probably doomed. Yeah. From the information that I've just read and shit, they said that the pops actually filmed this situation. Why do niggas film everything? Why do niggas film everything? What's up with that? Why do niggas have to film everything? What did he think he was gonna go viral? He did go viral. So he got his wish. Normally when niggas film some shit, they plan on going viral. They plan on getting some likes. He got all of the above. And you know what else he got? He got a new docket number, a new case, new handcuffs, new incarceration. And that's the worst feeling in the world, man. When you get a fresh case, you just be like in a fog, man. Like, what the fuck just happened? You start thinking about everything that you could have been doing, as opposed of what the fuck you done got yourself into, right? I see a lot of people making claims of Gucci Mane being a Rizat. I don't care about the whole rat thing, but I'm gonna just speak on the situation with Gucci Mane, and I want to place some questions into you guys' um, thinking cap and see what y'all come up with. Gucci Mane signed Pooh Shiesty to some type of contract, whatever. It's my understanding that he wanted to go with Yo Gotti. So his logical thinking told him that it was a good idea, fresh out of fucking federal prison, to take an AK-47 and put it to this nigga head. And I see a lot of people making these claims of Gucci telling. If he did, so what? If he told on the nigga, so what? So what? Gucci Mane is the victim in this situation, same way he was the victim in the situation that happened with Pookie Loke, the young Jeezy situation when Jeezy put a bounty out on his jewelry and niggas came to where he was at and he murdered a guy, right? So according to some of y'all standards and some of y'all definition of being real, he's real, right? If this happened, when this happened, was he supposed to keep this in the streets and go and kill Pooh Shiesty? I mean, is that how this is supposed to unfold? Is the killing supposed to continue in order for him to prove to everybody that he's real? Is it obligatory that he kills? Is just tell me that. Now let's look at this from another perspective. What if Gucci would have killed that little nigga? What if he would have killed that little nigga? What if he would have knocked his ass down? What would everybody be saying now? What would everybody be saying now? What if young blood went to go do what he did and somehow Gucci was able to knock his ass down? What would everybody be saying? What would everybody be saying? I want to know. What would everybody be saying? I'm gonna go back to my initial point. If Gucci told on him, and I seriously doubt he did. I seriously doubt he did. I don't think we will find any statements. Gucci know what that he know what that means. He know what the repercussions. He know what that could do to his career. I don't think he would do that. Now, somebody else that was involved, I'm being told that he had somebody on his security force. His security team is either a retired police officer or an off-duty police officer or something like that, and it's possible that he the one that did this. And if he was the one that did this, and he asked Gucci, what should we do? Gucci probably gonna say, put that little nigga in jail. He probably gonna say, put that little nigga in jail. How is this supposed to unfold? You came and put an AK-47 to my head, allegedly, and I signed you out of a contract. If Gucci signed him, Gucci probably had some type of money invested in this situation. He probably had reasons not to want to, terminate the contract without Pooh Shiesty fulfilling the terms of the contract. It probably was in Gucci's best interest to keep him under contract. Right? When you come and put the hammer to my head, do I get my money back that I invested in you? Do I get my cosign back that I invested in you? Am I getting anything out of this? I'm actually losing. And these niggas, just like Hoodlum Street niggas, did a lot of y'all glorify. While we in here doing this contract business, everybody take their jewelry off. Y'all might as well run them Rolexes and chains while we here, man. Come on, run that. Was Gucci supposed to keep it in the streets? He said, I thought this was April Fool's. Jewelry needs a police report for insurance claims. That's all I'm going to say. Pop ain't really want no. Hold on. Pooh ain't really want no. Give us free. Some niggas be itching to go back. Also, that clue shit finna be epic. It is. Shorty need to be in a penitentiary. I just don't see a bright future for him the way he's moving. He came out of jail. He put a dope video together. The video did, I believe, like 40 or 50 million views. That means he's in motion. Slow motion is better than no motion. When you go to prison, you have no motion. He's thinking about everything that he could have did besides put a fucking gun to that nigga head. And I know he feel like a fucking dunce. He did, because he put himself in jail. But as far as Gucci and people asking whether or not he told, if he did, so what? So what? What am I supposed to do? I give you a business proposition, or I put you in position to better your life by giving you my cosign, which is priceless, and putting you in a position to get money coming out of jail, and you reward me by putting a assault rifle to my head. I'm pretty sure Gucci is in his 50s. He done already been through the. He done already went to jail. He done already caught the murder case. Everything that people associate with being a real nigga, he done already fulfilled that. So this situation right here, what was he supposed to? Leave it in the streets. It wasn't a street matter. It wasn't. This the way that this shorty handled this. This is a reflection of a lot of young niggas today. Young niggas today don't really got no polish. They don't. They don't know nothing but the gun. They don't. That situation with them, if it was a contractual situation, it could have been ironed out and handled by way of dialogue and negotiation. It could have. It didn't have to turn into that. Wasn't no good gonna come out of putting no hammer to dude head. It wasn't. It wasn't. And he's in trouble now. You know why he in trouble? Because he put himself in trouble. He did. He did. And again, this was a legitimate legal matter. That little nigga was he need to be in jail. He need to be in jail, man. He got to get his mind right, man. He ain't got good sense. He just did a federal prison sentence. He hadn't been home a year. What are you doing with an AK-47, my nigga? I mean, for real, what are you doing with an AK? You couldn't have had nobody go do that for you. Like, what are you doing with the assault rifle? This show me that you're not thinking. And niggas that don't be thinking need jail. He's reckless. He's reckless, man. Like somebody could lose their life around him. He could lose his, or someone else could lose their life. He could have shot Gucci, blew his head off. What would everybody be saying? That nigga belong in the penitentiary, man. Society has to be protected from certain types of guys and shit. And it's so much bloodshed in Memphis. Them niggas ain't got no sense. Them niggas ain't got no sense. Shorty, it probably will do him some justice by going to prison and getting his mind right. Because you can go to a worse place. For real. You can. You can go to a worse place. And he did this to somebody who has money and resources and shit. And another thing that I just have to point out, everybody's saying, wondering or speaking about whether or not Gucci told on him and shit like that. If Gucci was a white executive, Pooh Shiesty wouldn't have put no fucking AK-47s in no white executive head. So what you did is this. You did this to me because I'm a nigga. And according to the street codes that you're still living by, because you the one trying to come up, I'm supposed to keep this in the street. But you wouldn't have did it to a white person, period. You know what I'm saying? Pooh crossed all types of codes of decency. He did. And he don't deserve no decency in return and shit. He don't. So whatever he's getting, he bought that. He did. Why people say free all these rappers when they are locked up for what? They get out and don't do anything but go back. The only one been productive is Max B. Max B ain't no young nigga. He should have known when he robbed someone for some shoes but was in a Lamborghini. We should have known. His security is off duty cops, not retired cops. So basically, they did this in the presence of cops, not thinking at all. So if he did it in front of law enforcement, you got somebody that's 100% coming to testify against you. What is Gucci supposed to tell his security? Don't make no statements. Don't make no statements. Pretty sure his jewelry or whatever was taken from him probably was insured. I got law enforcement here. That's a great affidavit to show to the insurance company. What is he supposed to do? Tell his staff who's there to protect his life, don't call the police or don't press. I'll take care of this. That defeats the purpose of having security. If he was at a space in his life where he was about taking care of things himself, he wouldn't even have security to begin with. Big Shiesty Keeper 762. He deserved to be in prison too. You know why? He's a fucking dummy. He's a dummy. He don't rap. He got a son that's talented in rapping. A successful rapper who seems to be doing his thing. Like I said, the video that he did since he came out 50 million views. He was supposed to tell him, man, we probably can get out this situation with a little finesse. You know what I'm saying? Whether we have to pay some money back or whatever, this is something that shouldn't be involved. This is not the streets. This is corporate business. This pistol that you have, this assault rifle that you have, this ain't Memphis, nigga. Like, this is not the streets. This is corporate business. He right where the fuck he belong. He belong in a penitentiary because he don't got no fucking sense. And his daddy ain't got no fucking sense. His daddy filmed it. I've read so much incriminating shit that's involved with this case that they don't even need Gucci to say anything. Them niggas booked the fuck out of theyself. That's what the Memphis young niggas do. He was living his raps. Part of living your raps is taking your ass to the fucking penitentiary. If Gucci told on him, so what? So what? I put you in a business situation, invested money in you, and this is how you fucking repay me. He deserved jail. And again, I don't think Gucci did anything to involve himself in this. I know for a fact he wouldn't. I would be terribly surprised if there is any statements. And we've seen rappers cross them lines. We've seen Young Thug. We've seen his situation. Gucci know that if his name is associated with anything of the sort, it can affect his career. It can affect his career. So I highly doubt that he would throw his livelihood away in that manner, knowing that it can be discovered whether or not you gave a statement or you told anything. Like, that will be discovered right away. If Pooh Shiesty and his family is banking on anything like that, you spot on as usual. He belong in jail, man. Somebody could kill that little nigga, man. Guys his age, they not living right. You know what I'm saying? Like, they you see where his whole generation, they all going, everybody that wear that mask that he made famous, they all going to the penitentiary or the cemetery and shit. This might be the incident that will save his life and redirect his life. But the best place for him is a penitentiary. Niggas that got guns and ain't got no goddamn sense pose a threat to society. These is the niggas who are shooting little kids. I think it was just in Philly. It was Philly or Brooklyn. An infant got hit in the fucking head. It might have been Brooklyn. Got hit in the fucking head. Some niggas was cutting, hit a kid in the head. These are the types of people that Pooh Shiesty is cut from that same fabric. He does, and I'm not here speaking from a. I'm not speaking down on him. I'm not. I was a damn fool at a point too. I was, but I didn't have the same opportunities that Pooh Shiesty has. Pooh Shiesty came home to money. Pooh Shiesty came home to cars. Everything that a person would desire, it was within his reach. Why couldn't you just continue to make music or fulfill the terms of your contract? And the fact that you did that shit and expecting nothing to happen because Gucci Mane is black, that's sucker shit. Because he wouldn't have did that to a white person under no circumstances. Not in the history of niggerdom have we heard about anybody putting a goddamn pistol to the head of a white person. You know why? You know they're coming to court to tell on you. You know that they're coming to court. You know that you're going to the fucking penitentiary. So why do it to a black person? That self-hate sucker shit, like, that nigga need to be where the fuck he at. He does. Law enforcement cannot report a crime. It's against, oh man, their oath, and he will face charges. He is not going to jail, whatever that means. His father dumber than Pooh. Yeah, his father's a damn fool. His father provided some of the most damaging evidence. And guess what? There was a GPS monitor attached to somebody that put them at the scene of the crime. So you got a lot of forensic evidence, pictures, GPS. Shit, y'all should be talking plea bargains because you're going to the penitentiary. You're going to the fucking penitentiary. Just expedite the whole shit, man. Ask, can you plead guilty at the preliminary, straight up, so you can start doing your tick because you're gonna be there. You're gonna be there. Facts. Gucci can't sign no more artists. They either got killed or get locked up. Waka Flocka, Gucci, Warren artists don't sign with him. So Gucci lucky he made out of this alive. I don't know what you mean by that. What's your thoughts on Drakeo the Ruler's killer being revealed? Put these niggas in jail. Put them in jail. We aren't safe. You, me, we aren't safe with these types of niggas in society. Nobody should have to continue. I said it many a times. A wise man will change many times. Only a fool remains the same. Gucci Man didn't already kill somebody. He did. What else do y'all want from this nigga? This is to all of the blogs and everybody that's, trying to put the rat jacket on him. What was he supposed to do? More murder? More murder. He's supposed to step away from his um, success that he's built since like 2003 to now. That's 23 years, right? He's supposed to step away from that and risk it all for a motherfucker who don't even care about his own tomorrows. Pooh Shiesty don't even care about his own tomorrows. He don't even care. You gotta, sometimes you gotta outthink your opponent. You do. You have to outthink your opponent. I'm gonna say it again. If Gucci did tell on him, which I doubt he did, so what? So what? That shit that they got going on had nothing to do with the streets. It was business. This is corporate business. There's decimal points associated with this. There's contracts associated with this. You mean that I'm supposed to step out of this? This defeats the whole point of working hard to get away from the streets. I'm supposed to step back into this madness that your retarded ass is trapped in because you ain't got no sense. Lock that little nigga up, man. That little nigga belong in jail. A lot of niggas that run around wearing them goddamn masks belong in jail. Maybe he'll go in there and redirect his life and shit. But right now, he's lucky to be alive because he could have got killed. The nigga that he did that to has killed somebody about his. You know what I'm saying? He could have got killed. We could be talking about rest in peace right now to Pooh Shiesty. I wonder what everybody would be saying if he went in there and got blowed the fuck down. Straight up. The the Pops is a known worker for the feds. And people wonder why Jay-Z stayed away. He don't know corporate business fresh out of jail. He don't got no sense. He don't got no sense. The number one case that put niggas the fuck on the shelf is a felon being in the possession of a firearm. They be giving niggas 15 mandatory for shit like that based on your record. What are you doing fresh out of prison? Living like this, moving like this. Them cars, you can't take that shit with you. The jewelry, you can't take that shit with you. That nigga somewhere right now with a uniform on. Everything that he's worked for is useless to him. Normally when niggas get in these situations, everything that they just put their life on the line for has become useless just like that. And what do? They trying to sell it for half price. They trying to sell it for half price. The chains don't mean nothing. The vehicles don't mean nothing. It don't. It don't. I got on here to say this in front of everybody, and some niggas might not like it. He belong in jail. He do. He don't belong in society. He don't. He could have blew Gucci Man head off. Straight up. He decided instead of going in there with some lawyers, some ink pens, some MacBooks, and talking business, I'm gonna take this shit. That's not how this works. This is this that's not how business works. For real. That's not how business works. I'm gonna get back to Pooh Shiesty. I just want to share some information with y'all. Yesterday, I encountered something that I was just blown away by, and it told me a lot about the value system of poor black people and the hip hop industry. It told me a lot, and I bullshit you not. I swear to God, I'm being 100% truthful. I see people um, saying negative things about Cadillac Tah in my comments on Instagram and on YouTube. I've interviewed actors. I've interviewed NBA players. I've interviewed politicians. I've interviewed clothing designers. I've interviewed rappers of all types. I've been in their homes. I've been in a lot of fly homes. I've never, ever been in the home of an artist like Cadillac Tah. And I didn't ask him for permission to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Cadillac Tah lives in a fortress in the woods. I couldn't fucking believe it. As I'm going to conduct this interview, I did 3 interviews. I had uh, 2 interviews in the studio, and Freaky Tah, Cadillac Tah asked. He told me that he could pull up, and then he said, "You know what? We can do it at my crib, man. Let me, I could let you see how I'm living." When he said that, that kind of piqued my interest. Why did he say that? I didn't see it all. You can see how I'm living. So as I'm going there into the woods, I said to myself, he has to be living with a rich white woman. That's what I said. As I'm going there, the GPS will tell you 3 minutes, 2 minutes away. We're in the woods. I said to myself, he has to be living with a rich white woman or a widow or some shit. When I get there, I said, God damn, I'm not even in the house yet. Park, get in the house. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, this is incredible. This is incredible. And then I start looking at all of the platinum plaques on the wall and shit like that. And I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to understand how this is possible, how he could be living like this. So we conducted the interview, and what I'm trying to say is this. I made a post on my IG this morning, and I said that I was yesterday years old when I found out that the performer, the one with all the followers, fans, and receives all the adulation, is the small man on the totem pole in the music business. Cadillac Tah is not someone that people would mention as being a successful rapper. He had one single, it's called Pop City Hustler. He never had a full length album. And we all know what happened with Murder Inc. You know, when they got off into the G Unit situation, they lost that battle. And someone like Cadillac Tah will be viewed as a footnote in hip hop history. And then you see all of the fucking plaques on the wall. And you say, God damn. And I'm like, how the fuck did you pay for this? He a songwriter. He was writing lyrics at Murder Inc. And he was writing lyrics, writing songs for other people. And I just said to myself, we be under the impression that the niggas with the 10 gold chains on with the rollies, and we are in the frame, we are groomed to feel that these are the successful people, the ones wearing all the jewelry. And that couldn't be further from the truth. It couldn't be further from the truth. Niggas running around here acting like big shots with three and four chains around their neck. But they go back to, maybe a modest home. Some might go back to the project. Some might go to where they're paying rent. And Cadillac Tah lives in basically like a mini mansion. But I swear to God, I couldn't believe it. And he started to tell me some of the songs that he wrote. And he told me I'm looking at the plaque, with his name on it. These plaques have his name on them, on them, by the way. I'm looking at these plaques with his name on it, and the one song that he had called Pop City Hustler, that song ended up on the Fast and Furious, the movie, the Fast and Furious. As you know, Ja Rule was in a couple of them, or he was in the Fast and Furious movie. That song, Pop City Hustler, ended up in the Fast and Furious and on the Fast and Furious soundtrack. So, whatever happens with that song, or whatever happens with that movie with that song, it was worth something. And then I'm pretty sure he said it in an interview, and this ain't no secret. He often wrote for Vita. I know Vita was one of the main people, but he was working that pen, and he's more well off than a lot of us. I'm dead fucking serious. I'm dead. I swear to God. He lives in a home he got a fucking hot tub in the living room, basically. He got an in-ground pool in the back with a diving board. He got a fucking basketball court paved. I'm like, God damn. And I'm saying to myself, the motherfuckers that write them songs and shit, they straight. Like, they holding like a motherfucker. And we be thinking that I just said, the person with all the fans, the fan base, all of the jewelry, the rented cars, we be thinking that they the guy. The guy you might sit on a plane next to, or you might walk past them in an airport, and they don't got on no fancy clothes, they don't got on no fucking jewelry, and this person that you walked by and didn't even give a second look at wrote a song for Beyonce, or wrote a song for Rihanna, or some shit like that. And that's where the ultimate compensation lies in the music business. And Cadillac Tah is proof. I had one of my homies with me. I just kept shaking my head. I'm like, man, I can't believe this. And like I said, pretty sure this what I'm saying about the songwriting and the albums that he appeared on. His name is on the fucking plaques and shit like that. So it was no mystery as to the ownership of these compositions that he wrote for people. I couldn't believe it. Peace, Dribble. I appreciate your super chat, Leonardo. I was talking about the security. Y'all still on that? I just had to break that down about Cadillac Tah. I ain't gonna say he belong in there, and I don't know the whole story. It's on tape. It's on tape. His daddy recorded it. What much more? What much more story do you need? Which more? What do you need? Like his daddy recorded the robbery. They own they have videos and pictures of them niggas. I guess with his jewelry, recorded conversations of them niggas talking about the robbery. He's where he belong. He says Saha the Prince is one of them for sure. That is the info. It's like seeing cats with designer everything coming out of NYCHA. Oh, yeah. People, I'm saying, I'm watching people talk about Cadillac Tah in the comments on Instagram and shit. I'm like, this nigga is straight. During the interview, I'm gonna drop more, another clip, and then I'm gonna drop the whole interview. He said that he feels some type of way about the way his career unfolded in the music business. I said, why? Because you didn't get your shit off? He said, nah, I never even dropped the album. So he's passionate about being a rapper, but he never really got his just due or his moment. But he got that fucking house. He got that house. And the niggas who got they shit off is running around here fucked up, ain't got a penny, and complaining about what happened to them in the music business. Whereas Ty, you can play basketball in his living room. You can. You probably can play football too. You definitely could. The ceilings is high enough. You could throw footballs around in that motherfucker for sure. So wait, what? Pooh Pops recorded the John? What did? Yeah, he recorded Pooh with the AK-47, the Gucci and shit. He did. That's gonna be some of the evidence that they use to put their black ass in jail. Whatever happens to him, he did it to himself. He could have just sat out here. He was way ahead of everybody, most people. Um, Music wise, he was in demand. His name was ringing. The video was fire. He flashing all these cars, money, and jewelry as soon as he got out. That wasn't enough. I'm being told that there was some money on the floor for him if he could have signed with someone else. I'm assuming that person that he wanted to sign with was Yo Gotti. He wanted to be back with the home team, but Gucci and Yo Gotti's relationship has never been the best. I mean, I believe it's some bitches involved in that. So ain't no telling what type of larceny was placed in that young boy's mind and heart to go do some shit like that. He did it without thinking, and now he's someplace where he got all the time in the world to think, and it's because of the decisions that he made. $10 million loss. Guess what? Guess what? He did this shit. He's in jail. He's still signed to Gucci. Yeah, he's still signed to him until the terms of that contract is fulfilled or till the time is up, whatever. And his name is ringing like a motherfucker. People talking about this shit worldwide, and they people that have never heard about him is probably listening to his music now, watching his music videos, and you know who's receiving top notch compensation from that? The nigga that he signed to, Gucci Mane. Yeah, the contract ain't valid under stress. He ain't under stress. The nigga who had the gun to his head is under stress. You think he wants the contract terminated? without him extracting his revenue. The point in signing a motherfucker is to earn some money with him. And the nigga that you signed to, he's gonna get the big end, more than likely. Most of these contracts start off with the artist going in the hole because they receive what? A cash advance of some type. So if I didn't already advance you some money, you think that you're gonna get out from under this contract without me getting my bread back plus some? I ain't signing nothing. And out comes the AK. Talk about the one Shiesty want to sign. Nah, ain't nothing happened. Sounds like Suge Knight and Vanilla Ice. Gotti gonna mess around and be in a Rico next. They thought Gucci would keep it in the streets just off his rep. Isn't surprised he cooperated. I don't know if he did or not. But if he did, what am I supposed to do? Keep killing niggas to take from me? The last nigga that came and took something from me, I killed him. That was Pookie Loc. I didn't move beyond that. I'm living different now. I built my career so I can live in a certain live a certain level of comfortability. What am I supposed to do? Kill this little nigga? He done came in here to put the hammer to me, forced me to sign some documents, whatever, however that went, and robbed everybody that's here. More than likely barefaced. If he told on his ass, he deserve it. He deserve it. I'm standing on that. You know why he deserve it? Because he wouldn't have did that to nobody white. He wouldn't have put no fucking AK to. He wouldn't have did that to Leor. He wouldn't have did that to none of these white Jewish men. What are you doing with your gun put to pointed to my head? If he wanted to tell on him, tell on him. Fuck him. Fuck him. He's not moving with no decency. So where does the ethics come into play? The ethics went out the door when this nigga put the motherfucking chopper to my motherfucking head. After I signed him into a situation trying to get some money with him. You're ungrateful, you're disloyal, you're shiesty. You belong in jail. You do. Why Stove God album ain't out yet, Gully? Because he signed to somebody. I think it's Baby Grand or some shit. I can't remember the. He signed to somebody. And until he fulfills the terms of the contract, you can't do nothing with nobody. And Shiesty was in a situation. You can't bust no moves with nobody till I'm done with you. Till the terms of this contract is fulfilled. You signed it. That's your John Hancock on here, right? Your only way out of this is to pay your way out. Do you want to pay your way out? You can buy out. But the way that you came with this assault rifle and shit like that, nobody owes you any decency, man. You need to be in jail. Please wish Simon a happy birthday. Happy birthday. From the dribble. My man said I would have told too. He deserved jail. He deserved jail. I done already killed somebody. What I'm supposed to do? Keep killing people? I'm not even living like that no more. I'm not even living like that no more. Gucci's the victim in the Pookie Loc case. Anita Gucci, he's the victim in this. And niggas keep running up on me trying to do me harm. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to conduct myself on the same level that this hoodlum ass nigga who just came home from the penitentiary? Am I supposed to stoop to that and and play a part in this game that he's living? He don't even love himself. He don't care. His generation don't care. You know what I'm saying? They took a Greyhound to pull this move is the craziest part. These motherfuckers is retarded, man. These retarded niggas do not need to be in society. They don't. They need to be confined either in a mental hospital or the penitentiary. But they don't need to be on the streets. They don't. Somebody can get hurt. Somebody can get hurt, man. He needs to be in jail, man. He young. After a bit, maybe he come out here and act like he got some sense, but he wasn't. God got a plan for you. He do. And his plan for him is prison. That's probably the best place for him because a nigga that's moving like that, you're a barbarian. You're gonna kill somebody, or somebody's gonna kill your young ass. That's just the truth. Period. I'm happy I don't have any problems because I try to never let others control me and don't have too many friends. They about to fry him. Show us the CDs on your desk. These are Pillmatic 2 hard copies. You can get these at my website, therealdribble.com. This is a double disc. And a lot of the guys on here are them underground niggas you heard me talking about in that DJ Clue interview. A lot of shout out to the dribble, man. Shout out to pat on the back to the dribble, man, for bringing y'all dope original content. I told y'all I had something for y'all for Easter. Y'all gonna get this work on Easter Sunday. I got y'all. Make sure y'all get up early one Sunday morning. I got something for y'all, man. I'm telling you. Who about to do at least 30? Yeah, he got the kidnapping charge. That's the big one right there. Kidnapping. Taking someone against their will, holding someone against their will. He got the kidnapping charge. When they be charging up niggas, they know what they be doing. They be swinging from the fences. The prosecutors, and these are rappers, you know that's in vogue. Every prosecutor in America want him a rap case on his jacket. They do. Every prosecutor, every police officer, they want parts of this shit. We in a time and place where district attorneys be tweeting and shit, be posting what's going on social media platforms. It wasn't like that when I was coming up. These motherfuckers think they celebrities too, and they are. They put the right niggas in jail. We didn't know who Tony Busby was till his monkey ass started running wild with these lawsuits and shit like that. They like the spotlight too. Always remember, if you're a bad person, then you will have to suffer for everything you did. Pink horsepower lawsuit serving is bad work. He really is Killer Cam. He thought he was getting it in Ohio. I see a lot of people are contesting that. When I brought that story, I wasn't the first to break it. When I brought it here, a lot of niggas had a lot of shit to say about it. It ain't gonna do this, and he didn't do that, and this ain't gonna happen. Well, I uploaded the footage. I don't think nobody else uploaded it but me. Shout out to the dribble again. I uploaded the footage of him being served his lawsuit papers out there in Vegas. You can see he's like walking through either a hotel or a casino or something like that. But yeah, they served him. They served him. So now you know it's real. Shout out to the dribble again, breaking that story. The pink horsepower, man, almost put a nigga in his grave and shit. And he wants compensation. He does. Kidnapping charge will probably be dropped. He'll plea out. It'll probably be dropped. If they're gonna drop the most serious charge, why even charge somebody with it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't care one way or another what happens to him, man. You know why? Because he don't care. He was just free. He just got out of jail. He wanted to be back there. He wanted to be back in prison. He did. And he's going. You would have thought his pops would have been a voice of reason. Nah, man. Nah, man. We in a day and age when you have some type of parenting where the parents be wanting to be friends with the child or fans of the child, and they're not being raised the same way. So, nah, especially when you ain't got no money. I seen what his daddy looked like. He looked like he ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? He probably living off his son. So whatever son wanted to do, okay, that's what we doing. I'm in no position to contest this shit. Why? Because I'm a little nigga. I don't listen to his music anyway. What do you think about Jalen Ivey? I thought he played for the Chicago Bulls. He's probably never gonna play in the NBA again. Dad said if you crash out, I'm gonna crash out. I don't know how I feel about that. They stole a car from the hotel they were staying at after the lick and went out for the night to turn up the next day. They caught a Greyhound back. Can't make this shit up. Niggas is retarded, man. Some slow niggas from Memphis, Tennessee. Slow country niggas. Dangerous country niggas. You seen Justin Johnson, the nigga that killed Dolph at the fucking cookie store and shit. You see the intellectual level that he had. He in the penitentiary doing life and taking pictures, taking Instagram pictures of his watch. Yeah, these motherfuckers slow as molasses going uphill in the wintertime. God damn. Didn't someone get beaten damn near unconscious during a kidnapping? They most definitely not dropping that charge at all. That's the big one. Why would they drop that? You know niggas just be delusional when it comes to rappers. Niggas be delusional. Niggas will make up all of the scenario. I told you everything the niggas was saying about Cameron when I dropped that story about it's been about a month. Now the video is out of the motherfucker serving him the lawsuit. What y'all got to say now? A lot of people are still saying, "Oh, this ain't gonna happen. Oh, that ain't gonna happen." We're just gonna wait to see how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, nothing is getting dropped. They rob white people. I keep telling y'all. They gonna upgrade them charges soon. That Clue interview you did is a full court press. I appreciate DJ Clue giving me an opportunity. He was a great reciprocal. I didn't think that I was pressing him and I wasn't pressing him. There was no malicious intent. I was just asking him questions. Okay, I'm gonna be for real. I'm gonna be transparent. I wanted to let my nuts hang after that interview happened with Jay Z. I wanted to show everybody how an interview is conducted. You got a lot of people who claim to be journalists. I executed it in front of everybody. Everybody can't do that. They can't. You got to be in tuned. You got to have some tact. You got to have wordplay. You got to have insight. You got to know what you're doing. And that interview with Jay Z and that young nigga, it was choreographed, and we extracted no information out of it. I sincerely wanted to know. There was questions that led up to that. I just dropped that piece first. I had asked him a few times. Um, was mixtape DJs at a point in time considered to be gatekeepers? And he gave me some type of answer. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I wanted to know why isn't someone from the birthplace of hip hop included in the big three? He said, "Who's the big three?" I said, "You know who the big three is. They've been battling about it for last year. It's J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar. Who allocated them the big three? We didn't. You know what I'm saying? That terminology came out through the course of their through the course of their battle rap confrontation or whatever, and they are implying that they're the big three based on records sold, if I'm not mistaken. They feel that they're a little bit bigger than everybody else. And I asked him why wasn't a representative from New York City involved? You know, it's the birthplace of hip hop. There's layers to that interview, but I wanted to present the questions to him that everybody wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to know, who do he think is hot, or who is he playing on the radio? When I asked him who he was playing on the radio, he said, I believe French Montana, and four niggas from down south. So it was just people want to know. People want to know. So I asked. And there should be some explanation on why you don't hear Rock Marcy, Flea Lord, YNX, Jamal Gasol, Hus Kingpin, um, the underground guys, Planet Asia, why you don't hear them on the radio. There has to be an explanation. And he said the powers that be. And that's where the interview took a turn, because he kind of like conceded that he's not in control of what he's playing. And at a point in time, DJs broke records. That's what a DJ did. A DJ used to break a record. Hey, y'all, I got a new record. Listen to this. This is such and such. That was the role of a DJ, and it's not like that anymore. And I wanted to know what happened. This is coming from someone who built his career on breaking underground artists. The first time you heard who? Fabulous was on a Clue tape. The first time you started to hear him was on a Clue tape. You know what I'm saying? So the things, the element that built your career, why isn't that present and prevalent on the radio? Some of y'all said that I was pressing them, but I wasn't. I was just asking logical questions. It just makes you look like, what's going on. Because the people that they play on the radio ain't always everyone's favorite. Not ours, anyway. Ain't nothing extraordinary coming out of New York right now. The dudes you name are underground. You can't sell ads playing them dudes. I don't know how to rebuttal what you just said. You said there's nobody, ain't nothing extraordinary. I think Max B and French Montana are doing great. I can't speak for nobody else besides them at this point. I just can't, not off the top of my head. But the ad thing that you talking and shit like that, I'm pretty sure that the radio is suffering by playing bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And this is some it's some truth to that. The shit that you play in your car, the shit that you play when you rolling up with your friends and shit like that, it's more than likely not the songs that you hear on the radio. He went as far as mentioning Brent Fires. That's dope music. That's good music. Why ain't that on the radio? Because more than likely somebody who don't look like us is in charge of what's being played on the radio. The irony is Cam is selling killer products. Yo, Gully, when you doing something in the city of Detroit? I just interviewed Helliver some months back. I'm around, man. I try to keep it consistently original and shit, man. I got some people. I got a hit list. So y'all just gotta watch the hit list unfold. Yeah. I have to get out. I've been over here over an hour. I appreciate y'all coming through. I wanted to build with y'all about Pooh Shiesty. I know I was late. This ain't the Wild West, man. This ain't the Wild West, man. This is a business. There's contracts and obligations associated or expected of someone once they sign a contract. You just can't guerrilla your way out of a contract like that. And again, last thing I'm gonna say, he wouldn't have did that to nobody white, and that's why his ass belong in jail. Peace.